Hello traders and welcome to another video review. And today is Friday, March 6th, 2026. Let's take a look at the Forex economic calendar for today. So what do we have here is non-farm payroll Friday, but before we'll get there, I got my medium important and very important data releases. So what do we have? Halifax House Price Index in the UK down from 0.7 to 0.3. We are waiting for the German factory orders data and the mortgage rate, which is scheduled for release at 11 o'clock. At the same time, Eurozone GDP is scheduled for release. Market participants expect the GDP to stay at the same level of 0.3% and drop from 1.4 to 1.3%. The US session starts with factory orders scheduled for release at 12:30, and then we have non-farm payrolls data release together with the participation rate, private non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate, business inventories, average hourly earnings, retail sales, and core retail sales. If we take a look at the retail sales, the market participants expect a drop from 0% to minus 0.3, and if we take a look at the non-farm payrolls, the market participants expect the drop from 130,000 to 58,000 jobs. IVA PMI is scheduled for release at 4 o'clock from Canada. Then we have speeches. FOMC member Daly will give a speech at 4:15. At 6 o'clock we got ECB Schnabel to give a speech. Atlanta Fed GDP Now data estimated at 3% are scheduled for release at 6 o'clock, and then at the end of the day we got very important data from the crude oil situation. US Barker Hughes oil recount and total recount is scheduled for release at 7 o'clock. So that's about the fundamental events, economic indicators, and economic calendar. So without any further ado, let's switch to the charts. We start with euro dollar. So the euro dollar, as I said yesterday, bounced from the technical support 1.1545. Very nice hammerish, pin bearish candle. Here at the end of this move, we bounced a little bit towards 1.1655, and then the market was capped and we went lower again. Next low 1.1560. Now we are consolidating in a tight range as the momentum is trying to move from the extremely oversold conditions a little bit higher. Now level of 50 is here, roughly around here. So as you can see, there is still a long way towards the level of a 50 on the momentum, and the next intraday technical resistance is 1.1671. so the US dollar is still susceptible for a bearish push, bearish bias on British pound to American dollar, so known as a cable. Very tight consolidation, roughly around the level of let's say 33 towards the local high at 1.34. right? So 100 pips consolidation, key technical resistance, the nearest one 1.3433. We are still trading below the trend line. We are still trading below the 100 pips moving average on a 4-hour time frame chart. We are still trading below the level of 50 on the RSI. Bearish bias on a British pound unless resistance is violated. Now, first attempt to break above the supply zone didn't actually work. We went as low as 156.47. Then the market bounced again as the momentum went towards the level of 50. And now it's a second attempt to rally for the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. The outlook remains bullish, especially because we have a series of higher highs and higher lows. If we break above this supply zone, next target is visible, and we've been talking about it for many times, 159.45. Gold consolidates around the level of 100 periods moving average, which is 5,103, with the negative momentum, right? But there is no important movement to the upside, not to the downside, as we continue to consolidate the recent movement to the downside before we will perform next movement. SP 500 bounced from the demand zone, went as high as 100 periods moving average, local high 6,893. Then we are back down towards 6,770 yet. Again, momentum is absolutely has absolutely no direction. We bounce up and down, so just as the market is right now on S&P 500. So it's a waste of time to speak about the S&P 500. It doesn't do anything. Let's speak about oil. Crude oil 4-hour time frame chart, local high 82.14, big shooting star candle. Now there is no confirmation of a movement to the downside. There is very little candle here, push to the upside. We are still in range of the previous shooting star candle, so let's just focus a little bit about on this situation. Now 77.56 is the next technical support, and we broke above this this level. Shooting star has been made, no confirmation yet, so as long as we stay below 82.14, the outlook is rather bearish. Maybe not, there is no change in the sentiment obviously, but there's some kind of a pullback should happen. Nevertheless, if we switch to a 1 hour, you can clearly see that there is a pattern here: higher highs, higher lows, new high, pullback, new high, pullback, new high, pullback. So that's a typical situation for the trending market. The bulls were trying to test the last swing high. We will change this technical support a little bit. We will move it a little bit higher. 77.97 is the recent technical support. It's not that far away from the previous technical support. It's just a few cents. Tested second time, and it looks like this one missed. 78.22 was the low, and there was the high 77.97, so that's like a 30 cents ahead of the technical support, right? And now the pullback is continuous on an hourly time frame chart. On a daily, however, it looks much more bullish. We broke above the trend line, gapping up, extremely overbought conditions, up day, down day, up candle, up candle, up day, up candle, right? So crude oil definitely trending higher. On a daily time frame chart of a Bitcoin, we have a very nice movement and a close of a daily candle above the supply zone. We changed this to the demand zone now at least, but it didn't actually work that well. Local high 74,050. Now we went look at where we went to test. We test the breakout level. The breakout level is 69,989. First touch, second touch, pullback, preparation, breakout, extension, and then pullback to test this technical support breakout, because there was no test here on the 4-hour time frame chart. We have a test, and now the market needs to move higher, way higher out of this range above the 74,050 in order to maintain this kind of a nice momentum to the upside. Obviously we hit the extremely overbought conditions. Now we are very close to the level of 50, local low 52.71. That's very close. So market is almost ready to rally higher, right, on a Bitcoin. If however, if we break below 69,989, the outlook is more bearish and we back into the consolidation. So this is the game changer. This level is the game changer. Please keep an eye on this level. It all depends on how the market will play around this level, whether there will be bounce and up movement continuation or breakout, and then very closely we will see a test of 100 PS moving average, and then lower, deeper towards the range area we might go. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. So take care and bye bye.